Hello, sweet souls, and welcome to another episode of The Art of Being You, exploring this human experience. In today's episode, we're going to cover part of the Ayurvedic elements, specifically fire and water. I am a cusp baby, a Pisces Aries cusp, which is the combination of water and fire. And in my experience, in my life, I have struggled with combining the two. I've often had a phrase in my head that has said, I am so much fire and I'm so sensitive, so much water, that I'm constantly putting out my fire. And up until today, I believe that. But today begins a new day. Today is the integration of what it means to be a Pisces, to be a water element, and to be a fire element, the Aries. If we can consider water as the midwife, as the nurturer, as the flow, and fire as the warrior, as the champion, I'd like to invite you to get comfortable. At the end of this practice, at the end of this podcast episode, we're going to be talking you through a ritual of how you can step into both and be both and integrate it with grounding, with air, and with ether. This is also an introduction to what you could expect in my Rewriting Your Story workshop, being the author of your life. Because rewriting your story is more than just a mental shift. It's the embodiment practice where we live out both aspects of ourselves with ease and integrity. And so today we begin the journey of rewriting a story. We start by recognizing the parts of you that have been hidden or suppressed, the fire of your boldness and the water of your compassion and sensitivities. These are not opposing forces as we've been led to believe, but two aspects of the same powerful whole, because you're meant to be both. And today, we'll explore a little bit of how to honor both sides. What if you were able to step into your story as a woman who knows she can be fierce and gentle, strong and soft, all at the same time? These themes show how they're interwoven into the process of rewriting our stories. Each day is about integrating a new piece of ourselves that we may have suppressed or denied for too long. And so, when you leave my workshop, you'll have shifted your perception of yourself and will have the tools to confidently embody both your strength and sensitivity as part of your wholeness. This is also a foundational step in preparing you for any deeper work that you might want to do after the workshop. By reclaiming both our fire and our water, we'll be empowered to live our truth aligned with our inner sovereignty. Strong and soft, the dance of fire and water in rewriting your story. Today's conversation has been one that is burning within me, literally, like fire, but also flowing through me like water. And I have a feeling that if you're here listening, that this is meant for you too. I want to talk about the sacred dance of duality, the way we as women have been conditioned to believe that we must choose between bold or soft, strong or gentle. And what if the truth is that we are meant to be both? What if we could access our Aries fire and our Pisces water in harmony, trusting that we already hold that balance within us? Today, we're diving into what it means to be both powerful and compassionate, and how we can integrate these seemingly opposite energies, and why this is the key to rewriting the stories that we've been told about who we were allowed to be. I'll also share a powerful ritual at the end for you to embody this integration into your own life. So stay with me here. The conditioning that told us to choose. So many of us have felt this inner conflict, this sense that we are too much, too passionate, too intense when we speak our truth, and yet at the same time, we feel that we are not enough, too soft, too emotional, when we lean into our depth and sensitivity. I have definitely felt this in my own journey, the push and pull between fire and water, between wanting to ignite a movement with my voice and wanting to meet people where they are with softness and understanding. I recently had an experience at a women's business leadership event where I spoke about the need to integrate more divine femininity into leadership, to shift from fear-driven decision-making to something more rooted in love and intuition. And while some women definitely resonated, I could also feel others pulling back, feeling like my passion was too much for them in that moment. And that's when it hit me. That's when I realized it wasn't that I was wrong or doing anything wrong. It wasn't that I needed to dim my light. It was that I needed to refine how I invited others into this conversation. And so there is a need for a shift from force to invitation. There is nothing wrong with passion. There is nothing wrong with being a fire starter, a truth speaker, a woman who sees the potential for a better way and is unwilling to stay silent about it. And the key is learning to carry the fire without burning others. And this is where our water comes in. Water teaches us to flow, how to soften, how to invite. It teaches us how to trust that our message does not need to be forced into the world, that it needs to be felt, received, and absorbed. So what does that look like? Well, it looks like shifting from the let me tell you what needs to change to what if we imagined a new way together? Shifting from we have to stop doing this to what would it feel like if we allowed ourselves to try something different? Shifting from you need to see this truth to I invite you to explore this with me. This is the embodiment of both fire and water. This is the power of soft and strong. And rewriting our story as women who are both. This is where the magic happens. So many of us have lived out inside stories that were never ours to begin with. Stories that told us we must be one or the other, that we must choose, that to be respected, we must lead like men, that to be accepted, we must dim our intensity. And we get to rewrite all of that right now. We are becoming the women who own our full range, who can stand in a room and ignite a fire with our words, but also cool the flames with our presence, who can command a space without dominating it, who can lead with power, but also with deep compassion. And in my upcoming 3-day Rewrite Your workshop, this is exactly what we will do. Uncover the stories we've inherited, reclaim our truth, and integrate both fire and water into our new narrative. Because I'll tell you something, you are already her, the woman who is both fierce and gentle. And now it's time to practice being her fully. And so here is our ritual. This is the ritual of fierce and soft, the integration of fire and water. And as we get comfortable in the space that we're in, sitting comfortably in a chair or even lying on the floor, our intention is to harmonize the bold, the passionate fire of Aries with the intuitive, flowing water of Pisces, allowing both to coexist and empower one another in your life and leadership. What you'll need is a quiet space where you won't be interrupted for about 10 minutes or so, a candle representing fire, a bowl of water representing water, a journal or a piece of paper and a pen, some comfortable clothing, and maybe some soft music. And as we begin with this intention, we take a long, deep inhale in from the belly, the fire of the belly, and let it move up through the body and release out of the mouth, allowing the shoulders to drop, maybe tilting the neck back and forth with that spinal fluid, that flow, that water. And continue with a long, deep breath if that feels comfortable. If not, return to your regular rhythm. And we're going to imagine roots extending out of the bottoms of our feet and the base of our spine, reaching deep into Mother Earth, into the spring ground that is upon us, stepping into the season of rebirth. And so digging your roots deep into the ground, curling the ends of those roots up and just allowing them to be held by the softness, by the firmness of Mother Earth. She is both fierce and soft. And call that energy up through the bottoms of your feet, up into the legs, through the calves and the knees and the thighs, up into the hips, letting it swirl around the root chakra, our base for stability, rising up into the sacral, the fluid, the water of the sacral plexus, the womb of rebirth, allowing that to move even further up into the solar plexus, the seat of confidence, the seat of self-esteem, the seat of creation. Letting it rise even further up into the heart space, opening that little doorway to receive the messages today and to spread that love out into the world. Remembering to breathe. Let it flow in like the water and let it flow out like the fire. Coming up into our throat center, out into the shoulders and down the arms. Opening that throat center so that we can speak our truth, that we can embody both the fierce and the soft. And then allowing that energy from Mother Earth through the body up into the head, to the pituitary gland, into that third eye, letting it swirl into the brain, and then opening the top of the head and allowing it out, connecting your earthly body to the vastness of the universe above. And so as we create a sacred space, we're going to begin by lighting a candle. And as you light the candle, just gently gaze upon the flame, letting your eyes dance with yourself, watching the flame flicker, feeling the warmth that it brings. And place the bowl in front of you, and if you have a little cauldron, you can fill it now with water. Taking special attention to listen to the water being poured into the bowl, how soft and how gentle it is. Take a deep breath here and exhale slowly, allowing yourself to feel grounded in this very present moment and remaining open to what comes. As you sit comfortably and focus on the flame, watch how the flame dances. See the fire as the essence of your Aries energy, bold, passionate, driven, courageous. Visualize this energy filling you up, lighting your inner world, feeling the heat of it within you. You can anchor into this moment by reciting, I am bold. I am courageous. My fire drives me forward with strength and clarity. I dance. I am a fire dancer. Allow this fire energy to fill your chest, to fill your heart. Feel it radiating outward. Let it build with every breath and every exhale, with every inhale. Allow yourself to fully embrace your passion. Feel the confidence, the drive, the boldness of Aries within you. And now we'll connect with the water, shifting your focus to the bowl of water in front of you, seeing it as the essence of your Pisces energy, fluid, intuitive, empathic, and healing. Visualize the water's energy washing over you, soothing you, calming the intensity of the fire. Feeling the gentleness and flow of it as it moves within you. Anchor in this moment with I am gentle. I am intuitive. My water nourishes me with grace and compassion, and I flow like the water dancer that I am. Let the energy of the water wrap around your body and mind, soothing and nurturing the fire within you. Feel the soft flow of water integrating with the heat of the flame. And together, they balance each other. Nature's perfect harmony. And now is the time for a little integration, placing your hands over your heart one on your heart, one on your lower abdomen, the sacral center. Feeling both the fire of Aries from the heart and the water of Pisces in the belly within you. Imagine these energies swirling together in perfect harmony, like the infinity symbol, coming down to the belly, up into the heart, down into the belly and up into the heart, down into the belly and up into the heart. Creating a force that is both fierce and soft. See the fire and water flowing in union, working together to guide your actions, your leadership, and your truth. Anchoring in this moment, I am the perfect balance of fire and water. I lead with strength and compassion. My truth is both fierce and soft. I trust in my ability to embody both energies harmoniously. Taking a few moments to sit with this integrated energy, feeling both parts of yourself merging into one, knowing that there is always harmony, there is always a working together. After you've felt the energy settle a bit, take a moment to journal about your reflections. Write about what it means for you to embody both fire and water. What does it look like for you to balance these energies in your life, in your leadership? What do you trust about yourself now that maybe you didn't before? Closing this ritual, have gratitude for the fire and the water for their presence. Blow out the candle, acknowledging that the fire within you is always present, even when it is not visible. Pour the water from the bowl into the earth, possibly a potted plant that is sitting next to you, releasing any remaining imbalances and grounding your energy. Feel gratitude for both the fire and the water as they continue to flow within you. Take a few deep breaths, knowing that you are fully integrated, fully powerful, fully you. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. So whenever you feel the pull between the fire and water elements within you, whenever you need to remember your integrated self, you can repeat this ritual. Sometimes even carrying a small stone or a crystal or a matchbook in your pocket can serve as reminders, as anchors, reminding you of your strength, your softness, and your ability to trust in your own balance. And let this ritual always be a reminder for you. You do not have to choose. You are both. I'm curious if this was powerful for you. I'm curious how your own recognition of your fire and your water can help integrate into your life, into all of your present moments. If this message resonated with you, if you feel that pull to rewrite a part of your story and fully embody both your fire and your water, then I invite you to join me in the Rewrite Your Story workshop. This is for women who are ready to stop shrinking and start integrating, who are ready to step into the full multidimensional power of who they are. The doors are open, and I would love for you to be a part of this journey with me. You can find all the details in the show notes or visit my website, daniaanastasia.com. And as always, keep rising, keep flowing, keep embracing every part of who you are. You are already her. Now we get to just practice being her. Until next time, I love you so much, it's crazy. Take good care of yourselves. Namaste.